should I dye my hair? Yes or no?
If this video gets to 500 likes.
Would you guys want to see that? Me going to, I've never dyed my hair before. I have virgin hair. This is my hair color that I was born with. Okay, this video is literally just an announcement. It's a big announcement though. And we're going to give you a quick little story time about it.
We're going to be structured. We're not going to go all over the place. Because every time I tell the story to somebody, we go like, bing, 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 bing.
Part of me did want to vlog this experience, but the other part of me was like really glad that I didn't, because it was very
hectic,
special.
But on top of that, on top of it being special, it was a process that probably we could have recorded, but we were so indecisive that if we recorded it, it would have made no sense. Not even just
that, it just was like very like you know when you're just like going through life and you don't think about anything else but like what you're doing? Like you're present, that's the word I'm thinking about. I just feel like we were really present in like, it was like a 3-day process, like longer than that. But every time like this was a thing, like I wasn't thinking about picking up a camera. Guys.
Okay. So guys, the big announcement is...
This is Luna. Oh my god, I don't know where do we start? First, we rescued her from Wagmore.
Yes.
And Wagmore is a rescue that I actually got Ziggy from. Ziggy is my family dog, and my family, when they moved back to Hawaii, took Ziggy, Marley, and Malie, which are my 3 family dogs, and they're in Hawaii with them. So they moved a few months ago, and I've wanted my own dog since I moved out, and I'm sure you have too. But as you know, we've probably mentioned it.
Just before, I'm so sorry to cut you off because I know this can go everywhere. I have my own dog. His name is Prince.
Yeah, you guys met
in the
Prince
vlog.
in the vlog. Okay, we'll get there though. First things first, we both wanted a dog moving in, but obviously, you know, we move in together and we're like, we gotta figure this out first. So we focused on ourselves, and to be honest, we really were planning on not adopting a dog until like the end of the year or even next year. Just because travel and the things we have going on in the last few months of the year, we just wanted to like make sure that we were fully prepared for bringing another animal in, and we're like, you know what, it may be better just to wait. So that was probably like a few months ago, and it's kind of been this topic of like, oh, I want a dog, I want a dog, I want a dog. I feel like we've mentioned it on this channel numerous times that we want a dog. We've been wanting a dog for a minute now. Fast forward, Kai's family comes into town for we're really giving them the whole update like these are our like besties. Like this is literally the story that we like told our family. Okay, fast forward, you guys are getting this scoop right now. Fast forward to when we watched Prince. So Kai's family, he had a family wedding to go to, and his family came in town from Vegas, and they were staying at a hotel that couldn't allow dogs. So his parents were like, can Prince stay with you? We were like, yeah, of course. We had Prince for, I want to say like 3 days. He's a full boxer, and so we needed to take him on walks and take him outside, and obviously he's potty trained, so walks and that whole shebang was a part of the process. And that's kind of something that we haven't had to do because, you know, we haven't had a dog living in this apartment. So we were like, wow, like honestly this isn't too bad, because I was expecting like, you know, between our like busy schedule and having a lot going on, like I just want to make sure that I can give like a dog its best life, and if I can't, I'm not gonna get one. Like after Prince left, like we both were like, dang, like we really want a dog, but we still had decided like, you know what,
not right now.
Not right now. Like we're like, if something comes into our life, and like it feels right and meant to be, then like we'll talk about it then, but we're not gonna like actively search, if that makes sense. So long story short, Wagmore, the owner of Wagmore, her name is Melissa, had a puppy event going on. It's called Puppy Palooza. And basically they had a ton of puppies, not enough fosters, and they needed to kind of put on an event to help get these puppies into their forever homes. I guess before that, should we talk about Grape and Nile?
Yeah. We were looking at dogs because we were just dog lovers, being dog lovers, and we were going through pages, and we went to their page. And when we were going through their page, we were like, okay, that dog, it was 2 dogs.
I follow Wagmore.
Right.
So I see, and I'm always showing him, and he's like, stop.
I get mad at her
these
because we don't
dogs.
want. We've decided we weren't getting dogs yet, but she constantly showed me the cutest dogs in the world, and it's just like,
I'm like, look at these.
it's like torture. So basically, it was 2 dogs that we wanted. It was a pit bull, and it was her brother. All that was different was he was a little taller, and he had his legs were a little lankier, and he had a blue eye. We wanted them, or one of them. We hit her up, and then she was so busy that she couldn't get back.
Okay, remember when you looked at me and you were like, should we tell her, like, we want these dogs? And I was like, to be honest, no. Like, I don't want to say we want them because I don't know. I want to meet them. I want to see how big they are. All we saw was pictures, and I was like, if they're too big and I feel like our apartment is too little and we can't take them in, you know, like, I want to be honest about that. And so I don't
we
wanna
wanted to meet them.
Yeah, we were like asking for a meetup. The girl that ended up adopting the 2 that we wanted had reached out a month prior, and there were so many not auditions, what are they called? Applications, that her application kind of got lost in the process because she was from Florida, and it was this whole thing. So she had reached back out the day I reached out and was basically like, hey, was something wrong with my application? Like, you know, like, I'm really interested in Grape and Nile. Those were the 2 dogs. And they were like, oh my god, no. And we totally slipped her mind. Okay, now you can.
So we were waiting, and we weren't sure anyway, so I guess it was like, not a blessing, but like, I don't know, like a blessing.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it was like a blessing in disguise, but we weren't sure, so we had a lot of thinking to do still. So we're sitting here, and we're like, whatever. She didn't hit us up. We're like, well, we know they're gone. If she hits us up about them tomorrow, then maybe it's meant to be. But if they're not, like, it wasn't meant to be, they're not meant to be. Mind you, we saw her as well on the Instagram, and she was beautiful. But I liked Niall's blue eye, but she said the cutest one is
I was feeling it like
it's Luna. Like Luna was the cutest one.
Yeah, her name was Luna. At the time.
But we're not gonna give you all the names.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I was looking at it and I was like, I'm like feeling a connection towards her. Like, I think she's cute. Like, I want to meet her. And he was like, I like the blue eye.
I was like, the blue eye was weird, right? And
it was different.
Cool. So, but she was cute. I thought we both agreed that she was cuter. Before Niall, she took a liking to her. So next day comes, wake up. We do everything we have to do because we can't even think about doing anything with a dog because we have business to attend. At the end of our business, she hits her up again and goes, are the dogs still available, basically? She's like, dang it, no, right? But come to Puppy Palooza, right? Like, just come. So then we're like, no, we're not going to do it to ourselves. We're not going to go and...
She originally had asked me to come to Puppy Palooza, and I was saying, like, I'm going to try to make it, but honestly, in the back of my mind, I was even telling him, I'm like,
no.
If we're not going to adopt, I don't think I'm going to be able to go there and see all these puppies and dogs without a home and not come home with one. Like, it's going to break my heart.
I kept telling her, if we go, we're coming back with one.
And that's why I was saying, like,
and I said that in a bad, but I'm sorry, I said that in a sarcastic way, like a serious, sarcastic way, like, if I went and if we didn't feel anything, we weren't going to come home with one. And I was going to make sure of that. But I kind of knew, like, so we've already picked out ones that we low-key, like, we're like, we were eyeing on Instagram. So we're like, there's no way we're going to go there and not find anything. So I kid you not, 30 minutes before Puppy Palooza ended, we were ending her audition. We were like ending filming. And then she hits her up and says...
She sends a video of all the puppies. And she's like, just come by. Like,
this is her third time.
So many puppies. And I look at Kai and I'm like, should we just go? And he's like, let's just go. I'm like, okay, I'm going to tell her right now. We're coming.
Get dressed and we leave, right? So we just go. We get there. It's all chill. It's like dying down. There's a few people outside. We walk in. There's puppies in there and there's people outside with the puppies. And we're like, we're not going to go with the puppies first. Like, we're like, I want to see I've never been there before. She has. So I was like, I just want to see the place.
I also want to say, I've been talking about Wagmore. I work with 2 rescues that I love, Wags and Walks and Wagmore, and I rant and rave about them to Kai so much that, you know, I've been wanting him to experience it.
Like, I never thought that I was going to adopt a dog until I met Taylor, and then she talked about it, and we had discussions about it. And all I will ever do probably from this day on out, like I will never buy a dog. Like I will never.
But yeah, I'm so glad that I got to like take him along and be able to like, you know, see what they do and watch the process and see these puppies and dogs go home to good forever homes. And I don't know, I just thought not only getting our forever puppy, but like that experience was really cool as well.
Right. We explore it, and all the dogs are like basically just like super cute. You walk in, they're all just barking and stuff like that. Go in there, we meet some of the puppies and stuff like that. They're not the youngest puppy. It's not the puppies that are in the front, but
they're like between like 5 months and like
right. They're like 4 months old.
2 years.
And we go meet them, and they're all good. Everybody's good. We go to the next room where the bigger dogs are at, because you know, like we're big dog fanatics. So we're sitting here like, oh man, like we're like playing with all of them. All the dogs are just, as you guys saw in the story, I don't know if you have the video, but they're just all jumping over us. It's like amazing. Like you just feel all this puppy love in there. We leave there after being there for like most of the time, to be honest.
Yeah.
So then because we're just playing with them, we leave. And then we go meet some of the puppies, right? We're like, oh, like we start picking up the puppies.
Well, to be honest, we go out and we see her, and we're like,
right, we see her,
she's
and
still
she was the
here,
and she was still
because
here.
we didn't know if she was still there.
And she was like the cutest thing, just sitting over there, looking at us with her little freaking stubby paws. And we're like, oh my god, you are so cute. And it was other guy, Rocco, which we'll probably like, pull it up in the
Yeah,
video.
I have pictures. I'll pop up a picture of them right here.
So we're like, we're playing with them. We're playing with her, Rocco. She's like chill, but then her personality's coming out a little bit more. And we're like, oh, she's so cute. She's like just cuddling. Really, the whole night, like her personality wasn't there. It was just that she was a cuddle monster.
Like she was just
she'll
like,
wrap
so
her neck
lovey-dovey.
right. She was very loving, and we're like, oh wow, like she's really chill. And like right now, like an apartment. I do music. She has her own clothing brand. We're on the run all the time. We want to be able to take our animal with us at all times, and she's really mellow. So we're like, okay, that's cool. Rocco, on the other hand, was kind of like a little bit more personality, but we still loved it, right? So we're like, oh man, like.
And at this point, we've been there like for, I would say,
hours?
yeah, no, like 2 going on 3 hours.
But that's because they're just they're just being that good to us and being that personable with us.
And we were holding the two. I was holding her, you were holding Rocco, and we were just sitting in the front, and we were like, oh my god, like I don't want to give them back, but like I'm scared to make this commitment.
And
like,
time
what do
out,
we
guys.
do?
I'm sorry. Like before you guys go, like don't go there and expect like she knows the owner, so like the owner was like giving her like they're like buddies, so therefore like. It was chill. Like that's why we were there the whole like a lot longer than we should have been.
They're
Really should have
really-
been. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to tap you. We were talking to her, the owner, and the employees, and we're just deciding. And then she just
And
goes,
everyone was so
nice.
sweet.
So if you guys ever go to Wagmore,
So
please,
sweet.
you guys are gonna be treated amazing. They are so good. But I'd never been there before. The energy is just amazing at that place. So we're sitting here. And with the 2 dogs, and we can't decide, and she sees that, and we wanted one of the dogs. So we knew we were going home with somebody at this point.
Yeah, we knew we were going, like
With
at
a
this
dog
point we
at this
had
point.
agreed, we're like, okay,
Like,
we're getting a dog.
We're
now
like,
it's like,
which one at this
yeah.
point? So she's like, you know what? You guys have never seen it, like had a dog in your apartment or everything like
because
that.
we were talking to her about how, you know, we're like, we live in an apartment, like we just want to make sure that we're ready and that like, you know, the dog's not too big, or you know, we can take the dog everywhere we go, because that's what we want, you know. And so she was just like, you know, just to get a feel for it, like foster them.
I fostered them tonight, right? And they didn't have fosters anyway, so we take them. We're like, oh, what? No way! Like, just go ahead and take both of them. And we fostered them for
That
a night. We come, bring them home. It was like a surreal feeling. We bring the dogs in.
We had 2 puppies. It was just like, oh my god.
It was really, both of them were
cute.
amazing.
Yeah.
Rocco, the other dog, he made a mess of the apartment. The first thing they did was pee on my studio carpet, so that was terrible. It smells like pee now. So when I go over there, I had to go buy some stuff to.
I literally told him, I'm like,
Carpet
let's pick
set.
up the carpet in the living room, but we can't pick up the carpet in the
For the studio, I would have to like pick up and move the whole
Yeah,
studio.
so I was like, oh, let's just try to keep them away. And the first thing they did, we opened the kennel and we tried to grab them, and they both ran over and started peeing, and we're like, okay. But yeah, honestly, that was like one of the only accidents she's had.
We text Melissa and she's like, oh yeah, there'll be more puppies there tomorrow. So go ahead, bring them back to Puppy Palooza for Sunday, and you guys can make your decision then.
So we get there at like 9:45. It opens at 10. we see the dogs, and the puppies were split half and half. So Saturday was half the dogs, Sunday was the other half. And that's just so that, you know, there's not a bajillion trillion puppies there at one time. So we see the new dogs that are there.
They're beautiful.
People were interested in her and Rocco, the two that we fostered.
And we don't have her yet, so we can't.
Yeah, she's not like officially ours, so we're like having to let other people hold her and like kind of contemplate if they wanted to get her.
Go through what we were going through yesterday.
So we're sitting here, and to be honest, like if I'm being completely honest, like I was really distracted at just like watching.
We couldn't even focus on the other dog.
Like I wanted to give the other dogs a chance to be like, oh look, let me just hold them and play with them and take them and, you know, see if I connect with any of them. But like
I was just watching the couple.
Every dog that like it was two different couples that picked her up, and every time they picked her up because they were like really contemplating about getting her, I was like, dude, like I was telling him like we gotta make our decision. Like basically,
she was like getting mad at me. Like I'm trying to. Like, I was like getting to know some of the other dogs. She's like, hey, what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm like, what are we doing?
But not really telling. But she's not saying that she wants her. She's just like, what are we doing?
And can I say why? If I'm being so honest, no, you can go. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, go ahead.
If I'm being honest, like I just have never had a little dog before. Like I've always had big dogs, and the dogs that were there the next day was Lab, German Shepherd, and Pitbull German Shepherd. Sorry guys, our camera died, but I'm pretty sure I was talking about basically little dogs. I've never owned a little dog. I feel like it's like when you have only like girl siblings or boy siblings, and then
that's all you know.
And then like that's all you know. Yeah. So the next day there was a bunch of big dogs, and I was like, you know what? Like let's just see. And the whole time I'm eyeing her. The whole time I'm like, oh my god, if that couple
she's sitting in the corner with the couple like this.
If that I know, and I'm like, if that couple takes that dog, I'm throwing hands for real. And at that moment, I kind of already knew in my head. I'm like, oh, like I feel like she's the one. Like
but we had this big boy.
But we had it was the Lab German Shepherd, and his paws, when I tell you, were like gigantic. They were gigantic. I was like, I loved him, but he was
beautiful colors.
So smart. She was showing us videos from his foster, so smart. And two, he was full of energy. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, dang, like we have a little apartment. Like he deserves a yard. He deserves somewhere to run.
The more we held him, the more energy would come out. Like the more
he was getting more comfortable. Basically, I feel like, did you know that I wanted her?
No, I didn't. I thought that she wanted Foreman because she didn't say.
I wasn't
Luna.
saying.
She just said, make your decision. She was like, do you want Foreman? Do you want Foreman?
Yeah.
Which is the name of the big dog, if you guys didn't know. But she was like, do you want him? Do you want him? And then I just sat there and I put my head down on the fence. Just please give me a minute. And I sat there and I contemplated it, and I was like, what I want right now, I want to cuddle. I want a plain dog. I want to be sitting in a studio session and not really get a lot of like backlash for having a
we want to bring her everywhere.
I want to bring her everywhere. Looked up. I said, can you get me here? And I literally looked at her. I was like, we're getting here. I was like, can you give me Harry, please? That was her name at the time. I was like, give me Harry. And then I walked in and was like, yep, it's Harry. And
yeah, I was like, are we getting Harry? And then he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay.
And she asked me, she was like, wait, like Harry? And I was like, yep, we're getting Harry.
The second he said it, I was just like, okay. Like, I just wanted, like, someone to be like, no, I'm feeling it too. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, she's part German Shepherd, but we think she's part German Shepherd Corgi because she has like. First of all, she's like, yeah, I want you guys to see her walk. Come here, baby. Hi, my love. Hi. Hello. Yeah, you guys see, like, she's little, so we don't know how big she's gonna be because we don't really know what she fully is. She lives under the table. Hi. So far, we've gotten her a few toys, her bed. This is our 4th day with her, so we've been keeping it a secret until we filmed a video because, I don't know, we wanted it to be special, and I feel like you guys have kind of known how long we've wanted a dog and how long we've been talking about it, and it finally happened, so we kind of wanted to share this moment with you guys. But yeah, we really want to share this with you guys. I'm so excited. I love this dog so much. I literally cry about it. Like, I could bring me to tears right now because I'm like
obsessed with her.
I mean, I think she's gonna be in a lot more videos. You know, we're like her first time at a dog park. We want to take her, but she doesn't have our shots yet.
We're gonna teach her how to swim.
She has her first vet appointment on Monday. So just, I don't know, we'll probably take you along the process. We're learning. You'll probably come along too.
Sure.
If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and comment down below dog video ideas. We've been wanting to make some TikToks with her where we might make them today. We'll see, but yeah, that's kind of all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Welcome Luna to the Fam Bam. I'm planning on taking her everywhere. I cannot wait for my family in Hawaii to meet her. My sister is like calling me, texting me all the time because she's like, send me pictures, send me pictures, send me pictures.
I can't wait for my family to meet her.
Yeah.
They're in Vegas. They're not as far, but
we were gonna drive and surprise them, but because she doesn't have her shots, we're just trying to make sure like
everything is
good to go before
it's just
we
me
do
being overprotective, you know, like I'm over here like, nah, like no dog messing with my dog.
Anyways, but yeah, we're very excited for everyone to meet her. Yeah, that's all.
Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye.
Okay.